YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back with another pickup video, and today got a guest appearance from my daughter Caitlin, who's watching iCarly on the telly. You gonna say hello, Caitlin?
What?
I said, are you gonna say hello?
What?
A, she's got headphones on. B, she's a woman. She's very annoying.
What?
Just say hello to her camera, will ya?
What?
I'm not gonna bother.
Just get on with your video.
Get more grief from the cat. Alright, okay. Right, I've got a few pickups to show you guys. First of all, non-gaming accessories. Well, non-games, but gaming-related accessory, I should say. I've got a nice Street Fighter 4, a Chun-Li colour scheme, fight pad for PS4. It's a really nice design, actually. I was surprised by how good it is. This was only massively reduced in Amazon to about 18 quid. So I guess no one's buying the Chun-Li colours for some reason. But it's a really nice fight stick, actually. And for 18 quid, or new, why not? Turn to a 3DS. I've got some fair deals from game.co.uk. These worked out about £8 each. Cut the Rope. It's a trilogy of 3 games on there. This is part of the series, 999 series, Virtue's Last Reward. I've got this on the Vita, and I still need to get 999 on the DS, I believe. And also I think all 3 games, I know this one's already on the Vita, but I think the other 2 are coming to the Vita as well in the UK, which will be not, well, if they do come to UK, that'd be nice. If not, I'm going to have to import them. Because unfortunately, I think one of the other games is on the 3DS in the States, but you know, 3DS is region free, so there's no point in me trying to import that. Okay, Pokemon Y. That's my preference of a choice, X and Y. My wife got me this for Valentine's, so that's very nice of her. I got this because it's got good reviews, and it's like monster trucks and all-terrain vehicles. It's sort of 2-in-1 DS game. It's only about £4 or £5 from CEX. It goes for more than that elsewhere. Also, this game I got from CX in Basildon. It's a very rare game in the UK. It's more common in the States, but it is Dragon Quest V: The Hand of a Heavenly Bride. Now, this is super rare in the UK. I got this complete for £45 from CEX, which is a good price. You don't see many copies of it at all of a PAL Western release. Super rare. I did have the North American release. Well, I still do have that, and it's up for trade if anybody wants it. Yeah, but now I've got the PAL copy, which matches my other Dragon Quest games, which is much nicer, really. Okay, turning to PSP. Got this for about £12 in CX. Star Ocean, the second game, Second Evolution. It's a very good price. Normally it's a bit more than that. A couple of cheaper games. These were about, I don't know, about £1.50 each. Formula 1 2009 and International Athletics. Okay, it's not one I see that often, so don't think I'll ever get around to playing it, but it is on the PSP, and I do like uncommon games on the PSP. Okay, got one good deal from a charity shop. I very rarely see anything good in charity shops these days, but I did get Star Wars Battlefront 2. I got for £1.99, which is a really good deal for this game complete. Any of you know that this has gone up a lot in cost. You're looking at about 30 quid or so for this elsewhere. So really good to get that for £2. Already got it on the PS2 with the first, well, 1 and 2 of the games. So I'm just looking out for about 1 on the Xbox now, original Xbox, which I will get dirt cheap. Just so I've got the full set, but no, that's quite happy to have that for £1.99. Also on the Xbox 360, just one game. It's called Crash Time 3. I do have Crash Time 2 coming in the post as well. This was only about, it was quite cheap. I think I got it for about £6 off Amazon. All complete. It's quite an uncommon Xbox 360 game. The Crash Time games are based on a German TV series called, oh god, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. For Uber Crime or no, for Uber Crime 11 or True. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's based on the German TV series anyway. What? She wants me to open one of these Kinder Surprises, which are very tasty, so shall I eat it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it's quite an uncommon game. So this is the third one in the series, so I'm quite happy to get that for about £6 from Amazon. Turning to, I've got a few Dreamcast goodies. I've managed to complete all my Dreamcast games, which I wanted, original ones. I've got a few repros, which I will show in another video, which are super rare games. But I'll show them probably next week, I should imagine. But for now, I've got some original Dreamcast games. So this came literally in like brand new condition. It is Planet Ring, which is an unusual game. It comes with a microphone. This was £18, and like I said, it's like brand new. It is. I've got a few more Dreamcast games. A lot of these varied in price. To be honest, I can't remember exactly what I paid for each of these. It varied from, I think the cheapest was about £12 to about £25, so in that price range they were. The Dreamcast games have most of them have doubled in cost over the past couple of years, so and they're growing. So there's Bangio, which is quite a bizarre type of shooting game, really, a mech shooting game. Confidential Mission. This is a good light gun game. Quite cheesy storyline and acting, but supposed to be what makes it so appealing. Carrier, another horror game. There's another Capcom one, Plasma Sword. These last two games unfortunately aren't that great. Spawn, the Demon's Hand. Unusual controls on this. I think I might need to use I might have to go into settings and reconfigure the controls, because I could not get on with this game, the Spawn game on the Capcom. So I had to reconfigure the controls. And the same with this one. I've probably got to reconfigure the controls on this one to make it a bit more playable. And that's Star Lancer. Okay, I've got a few PS2 titles. First two don't think that special, they're only about 75p each. International Q Club. What's good about this? It's like different puzzle table games, unusual shaped tables and so forth, but playing pool. So I know, 75p. This game is part of the Smash Court Tennis series, Pro Tournament, Namco. Again, I think that was only about £1 or something. Well, these next two games are more interesting. This one was about, I think it was about 15 quid. It's a mech shooter, part of the Assault Suits Falcon. We did get Assault Suits Lenos, we released on the PS4 recently, but this is like an older original game on the PS2. Quite uncommon, really. This game is super uncommon, quite rare. It's difficult to price. I've only come across it once, and that's where I bought it from, off eBay, from a private seller in England actually. It's imported from Japan. It's all mint and sealed. It is a Japanese demo disc for Ape Escape 3, I think, and Parappa 2. And if you look on the front cover, it's got like people dressed up as some main characters, which is unusual. But it's like a McDonald's promotional disc, so they must have given away these in the restaurants at the time. And you get a few demo versions of the two games with a McDonald's type theme. So in some of the graphics, they've inserted the McDonald's logo in certain places. So it's quite unusual, really. I paid 15 quid for this, delivered from a seller in England, and I never seen it before, so it's an unusual rarity. I don't think I'll ever open it up and play it. I don't need to, I've got the proper games anyway, but it's just something unusual for a collection. And you know, I do have quite a few Japanese games, as you probably all know. Okay, let's turn to the PS4. Okay, I've got a few PS4 goodies. Okay. Just sort this out a little bit. Okay. What's great about a PS4 is that you are getting a hell of a lot of indie titles as well as the mainstream games. So that's really good. And what's interesting about a PS4, you don't necessarily know how many titles or how many copies are being made of some of these indie games. With the limited run games, you know, they give you that information, but with these other smaller developers, you know, these more indie type games, you're not too sure. So I always tend to pick them up if it's the sort of game I would like to play and when it's cheap. This was £15 from game.co.uk, Abzu. I think that was on the PlayStation Network. I'm not sure that also came out on the Xbox One, but certainly on the PS4. I got this for about 8 quid. I had a few vouchers and tokens from Tesco supermarket. So Far Cry Primal, 8 quid. That's pretty good. This cost me about 15 quid from game.co.uk. It's a limited edition version of Tom Clancy's The Division. It's got a bit of extra DLC. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. Alright, this game is a Japanese exclusive. It is Biohazard Umbrella Corps. The critics aren't too good on it. Reviews aren't too great on this game, but it's nice to get a physical copy, and Japan did get one. I think we didn't. Payday 2, the big score. This is the ultimate version of the game. It's got all the extra DLC, so that's the one to get. Sorry, the price of games. Biohazard Umbrella Corps was about £20 imported from Japan. And Payday 2, I think I got that for about £17 or £18 in game.co.uk. This next game was about a tenner in game.uk. It's Astronauts Assemble. It's another game by Tedesco, and they continue to bring out lots of interesting indie titles. It's got limited offline play. It's mostly online play, but there is like a couple of training modes offline, but it's mostly online play. It's not a particularly easy game. Alright, another interesting title by Tedesco, Amon the Sleep. I think I got that for about £13 off Amazon. I think I got this from Cash Converters for about £8, I think. Battlefield Hardline. This game was about £10 from game.uk. Lichdom Battle Mage. Another fantasy type game. Okay, I got this from game.co.uk website. I think I paid about £20 for it. It's a nice Japanese fighting game. It's called Nitro and Blaster's Heroines Infinite Duel. I think it's based on a Japanese arcade hit game with 32 characters from a world of visual novels and manga. So it's got quite a few extra guest characters. I think there's someone like from Death Smiles and various other games and stuff really. Can't say I can recognise any others apart from a few Death Smile characters. But anyway, yeah, I think that would be quite an uncommon game. Okay, this one is on the PlayStation VR. It's an indie game. It's only £8 in Game.co.uk. It's a bit of a horror thriller type game. It's called Here They Lie. I've still yet to get a PlayStation VR. Because I definitely want. There's quite a few games I want to play, including Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8. Or was it Resident Evil 7? No, it's Resident Evil 7, isn't it? I'm getting ahead of myself, really. Okay. Okay. My next lot of PS4 games are a bit more interesting. One is a game that only got its physical release in America. We did not get this in Europe, and that is King's Quest. It got all 5 chapters, so I imported that from Canada. I think it was about £25, including shipping. This game, to get it on physical format, you actually have to buy it from the actual publisher themselves on the website. So if you're interested in getting this title, it's still available. I think it was about £25 or £30, I can't remember now. You can play it with a VR or without a VR, and that is Res Infinite. So it's quite an unusual type of shooter. Alright, this next game, I've been looking for it cheap for ages, and it's never been cheap. It's varied in price up to ridiculous levels actually, but I managed to actually finally get it on an auction for £80, including the card, which is a bit more than what I'd like to have paid, but it's just so hard to get hold of these days because I missed out on it when it was released, and that is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey New and Tasty on the PS4 with the card. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a sticker, but it's yeah, I'm just pleased to have the game. And you know, the price is going. You know, some people ask for over £100 for that game easily, so it's not. You know, a lot of these limited run games aren't easy to get cheap. I've got a few more which interested me. This is based on a bit of a thriller stroke horror game. Oxenfree with a card and sticker. I've got these for retail from Limited One themselves. And this one's a bit of like a classic fantasy 8-bit type fighting game, I think. Well, not fighting, platform game more. And that is Curses in Chaos. So I quite like the style of that game. Some of the other more recent games from the Limited One I haven't been too bothered about, but those are two that interested me. Okay, turn to the PS3 now. Right, got a couple of Lego games. These cost me £12.99 each. Not a fantastically cheap price for PS3, but they are Lego games and they do keep the money. So that's Lego Star Wars 3 Clone Wars. Jurassic World, £13 again. Both these games were from game.co.uk. This one I got from Amazon, I think. I think it was about £14. Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn. I do like to get the Gundam games, and so if it crossed over with Dynasty Warriors, I'd definitely pick them up. This game is quite an uncommon game. It's this is like a standard release, but you can get a more expensive copy. It comes with a PlayStation Move gun, I believe, and that is Hunter's Trophy. It is an English language copy. It's got other European languages as well, but it's got English up there as well. I got this off eBay. I think that was about £17, which is a good price for that title. Quite an uncommon PS3 game. Also, I've already had a steel book of this, but I haven't got a copy of this with a cardboard sleeve. What? I'm almost done, Kate. I'm almost done. Just a few more. 5 more minutes, okay? PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. It's got a Ratchet and Clank cover on it, so this was literally only about £4 or £5 from Cash Converter, so that's why I picked that up. Right, this game is less common. I think I paid about £12 for this from CEX. It's a Konami flying game, Birds of Steel. This game is not super common either. It's PlayStation Move Mind Benders, which has also got, you know, lemons as, you know, it's playable characters in a mini game. So yeah, this wasn't too much. I think this was only about £6 or £8 from CEX. But you don't see too many copies of this. Right, this game, I kicked myself with this. I picked this up about recently, but it's also been reduced. So typically, I think I bought this about 2 weeks ago and I forgot about it. And I got it for £25. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's a trilogy. But it's recently only been reduced as £10, so I should have waited, shouldn't I, really? But it's just one of those things. But anyway, what's good about it, you get a obviously all 3 games, but you also get the Modern Warfare collection, which has got the first 2 games on 1 disc for PS3, which is pretty special. And also you get Call of Duty 3 on there as well, but it's quite a nice set, really. So I just got it for a collection. I've got all the games anyway and played them all, but it's nice to have them all together in that little special set. Okay, a game which I don't see too often, and it's quite cheap. I got this for about £7 or £8 from game.co.uk. Ape Escape on the PS3. I think this will be one of those games that are cheap now, but will go up a lot of money. This game is all new and sealed. I got this for, I think it's about 13 quid from Amazon. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan. I still need to get that on PS4. This game, I think I got this in game.co.uk. I think I paid about £12 for it. It's not one I've heard of much. It's called Artonico Quoga, something like that. Canal of our Serial. It's a story of love and bonds take place in a world where all humanity resides in an artificial tower. Its lands are shrouded by poisonous clouds of sea and death. I'm not too sure about that. It's not one I've heard of, and RPG, and it was cheap, so that's why I gave it a punt. This is part of a good classic fighting series. Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I think I got this for about £12 again from game.co.uk. This one I got off Amazon for, no, actually eBay, 13 quid actually, and that is Odinsphere on the PS1. I wanted a PS3 copy of this because I thought this would be quite valuable on the PS3 actually. So yeah, I thought that's quite a good price. I do have a PS2 original, and also got that on Vita. This next one, I do have a standard copy of this, but I wanted this one because it comes in a special sleeve. Hang on, Kate, I'm almost done. It is a Little Big Planet Karting Special Edition, but it's got a special gatefold sort of ventricular sleeve. Again, it's about, from Cash Converters, for about 8 quid, so I thought that's quite an unusual copy of the game, so again for a collection. This one was £12 from CX. Normally it goes for about 20, but £12 is quite a good price. Tales of Exilia 2. This one, I know I got the Supercar Challenge on its own, but this one comes bundled with Ferrari Challenge. It was only about £3 or £4 from CEX, so that's why I picked it up. In Europe, this has got another title, this game. I've seen it when I was in Spain, or no, Portugal, last summer. and I almost picked it up myself, but I was reading the back of it, and it says it's also known as Supercar Challenge or whatever. So in Europe, this does have a different title. Okay, alright, this game is recommended by another YouTuber, Joturo, what's his name you said? I can't remember. Basically it's Luciano on this channel anyway, and it is EX or X Troopers by Capcom. This is an interesting game. It's a Japanese game. I got it for, it's only £11 delivery, so it's dirt cheap. The graphic style is a bit cartoony. It's almost, it reminds me of a little bit of Borderlands. And it's got a sort of a RPG elements like Borderlands. So it's a little bit of it is in English. Most of it is in Japanese. The controls you can pick up mostly. I tried the Google Translate app, whereby you just move your phone over the TV and it translates things for you automatically. And some of the literal translations of some of the Japanese text makes absolutely no sense at all. It's just gobbledygook. So it's kind of playable, but I don't know. I think this could be one of those games that maybe at some time in the future there'll be a patch that does a fan translation of this and make it a bit more intelligible, really. But it's an interesting game, and it's Capcom, so it's not it's cheap. Okay, last two games. I showed you one Crash Time game which I had on the Xbox. I got Crash Time 2 coming on the post, but I also there was a couple of other games on this PS3, and I managed to get these for very good prices off Amazon. So for £20 I got Crash Time 4 the Syndicate. £3 is a very good price for that complete. It is a European, UK copy, I mean. And for £8, which again is another really cheap price, Crash Time 5 Undercover. Crash Time 4 goes for more money, it does. And Crash Time 5 is a cheaper copy, but you can easily pay double that anyway, if on eBay and so forth. So yeah, I think that, I'm happy to have those racing games. I said they are the English language, English printing copy, probably UK copies. So yeah, all complete. So yeah, so that's my pickups for last week or so. Yeah, not bad mix really. A few rarities and a few more interesting titles. As always, guys, please leave any comments you like, and I always love replying to comments, and like and subscribe. And until next time, take care and bye bye.